Bonjour and welcome to Leap of Faith Life. I'm Azar and tonight we're going to be talking about fashion in Paris. These are just a humble few tips that I have for you guys if you'll be visiting the City of Lights anytime soon. When I was looking for my own packing list, I wanted to be able to fit in a little bit while also maintaining my own style that makes me feel comfortable walking around. Also being a part of the tourist culture, being comfortable, being respectful. I wanted to find different ways of fitting in with that fashion sense, and I couldn't find any videos. So this one I hope will offer just a few quick tips for you to get your mind in the creative mode. Things that you're excited to wear when you are visiting the beautiful city of Paris. Black and white striped shirts. Now, if you think about old films or even new ones that have relation to Paris, a lot of times you will see the striped shirts. Now, I thought this was a stereotype moving forward, and I thought for sure no one would be wearing shirts like this, or it would make you seem like a tourist, but it tends to be just a very simple way of maintaining fashion over the years. I saw it numerous different times from what seemed to be Parisians as well as tourists, and looked really classic and clean every time. So I would recommend, if you've got any t-shirts or if you have any dresses, that type of thing, scarves with black and white stripes, bring them along to Paris. Black shirts fit the same type of motif in that you will blend in and it feels comfortable to travel in. You can spill stuff on it, you can wash it multiple times. They're very good travel. It's a very good travel color, I should say. And black tends to be a color that is reached for a lot in Paris by Parisians and then of course travelers alike. And it's something that you can pair scarves or different other accessories with to dress up, dress down, make it a different outfit every day while not having to weigh and pack down your suitcase really heavily. So I definitely recommend black and white striped fabric as well as black fabric. Having the appropriate shoes will make you happy, and having ones that feel like they are a part of the style will also make you happy. So I would recommend 3 different pairs of shoes to have with you, one being boots or sandals, whatever the season is. Parisians tend to dress up rather than dressing down, as a lot of European countries do in comparison to Canada and the United States. So I would stay away from the flip-flop slippers, thong sandals, and go more towards those sandals that are a little bit more dressed up and a little bit more sturdy as well to walk around the city in. Boots are nice to have depending on the weather, and having whatever the style is for the season, the short or the tall ones. Having sneakers, I just wear a very simple black pair of Nikes that I could walk around in for those really long day trips. And that type of shoe is easily blending into whatever outfit that I was wearing. So I'd stay away maybe from the brighter colors unless that's totally your thing, and that way you stick out less as a tourist. So those nice shoes, I would say for ladies especially, I would stay away from the heels for the nicer shoes and go for more of a flat or ballet slipper type of look, and again maybe a black or something that is something that will match with a lot of different outfits that you're bringing. You're going to be walking around a lot regardless if you're taking a lot of taxis or subways, trains, places. So I would just recommend having something that you feel comfortable in. Maybe it's a wedge for you if you really do love that height. But again, while there are a lot of women wearing heels in certain areas of the city, maybe out for a dinner out, it's just nice. With the cobblestone streets, it's really difficult to walk in heels in general. You'll thank yourself. You might even break a heel trying to walk from the subway to the Eiffel Tower, for example. So I would just recommend that piece. color blocking was one of my favorite things to do while in Paris. So for example, when I would wear a shirt color like this, blue for example, I would pair it with a red pair of shoes or perhaps a red scarf, and that way, in my opinion, that type of color blocking is really fun to do because you're able to pack less in your suitcase but still change up your outfits every day and feel like you're wearing something new every time. Also, the Parisian way of dressing tends to be a very classic, elegant, very simple way of dressing, and having those color blocks again is a way of kind of pumping up your style if you're having to travel and pack very lightly, and also feel like you are a part of the Parisian culture for a little bit. Red lipstick. It is really fun to just pack that little tiny tube of red lipstick, and even if you don't normally wear it, which I'm not typically, it just depends on the year, the season for me. It's really fun to use to dress up an outfit at night if you're going out for dinner, or even during the day for a really fun picnic, or if you're going to meet the Eiffel Tower. That red lipstick also makes your pictures a little bit different, a little bit more of a pop with the darker background, and the red lipstick is kind of fun to see in photos. I would choose one staple piece to bring with you if you're really into fashion but don't want to overload your suitcase. So for example, the past 2 seasons have been recently androgynous style or very high-waisted pants. So whatever that is for this season, whatever that staple statement piece that says, yes, this is this season, and that you can bring and tend to pair like different shirts with it, or different pants or different shoes, whatever that ends up being for you. That one simple statement piece will go miles for you. Along that same thread, having a statement bag or coat or scarf will go also a very long way. So if it's summertime, maybe having that one purse that is that great sling, it's got great colors, great structure. Going to different thrift stores and vintage stores are really fun to find that one statement piece. If it's wintertime, of course, having that one coat that you found at your vintage outlet. Now, if you are not a lipstick wearer, I would say something like nails, a statement piece there, or a pair of really big sunglasses or a hat. Now, having that one thing that is your red lipstick. What is your red lipstick of the trip? Something very small and sedate that you can pack, but at the same time have a really big punch when you have it on and feel like it really just dials things up. And if you're having maybe a very tired day, that once you put on that one thing, it makes you feel a little bit more energized and ready to go out a little bit more. So choose what your red lipstick is for Paris. A little bit of a difference in casual nature from European countries to, for example, Canada or the United States. The European countries, and especially Paris, tend to be a lot more dressed up. So an example of that would be in the United States, think of your Sunday best. Maybe it's a dress or a really nice frock or a bow tie or a really nice button-up. Whatever that means to you, usually that's what the day-to-day tends to be in Paris. Even their casual sweats tend to be a little bit more fashion conscious and fashion forward and very well tailored and trim. Very different from what, you know, just a day in sweats would be in the United States. So I just offer this to you so that you are aware. A lot of times I would watch little kids running around and it looked like they had little bow ties and little suspenders, and it was just a normal Tuesday afternoon. This isn't, of course, all Parisians, but the majority of the time looking around, it just seemed to be a little bit more dressed up, a little bit more tailoring. The centers of fashion, if not the center of fashion in the world. So it just tends to be a little bit more dressed up. And I don't want to say put together, but just more thought to put into each outfit. So I offer you that bit of advice, my opinion, very humbly to you. It's a way of having fun, a way of exploring your local vintage store. You don't necessarily need to go to fast fashion going to shop for something you're going to throw away when you get back from the trip. It's really fun to go and dig through those different pieces that other people have loved and find what your take is on the piece. And a lot of times those are the best fashion finds and the best fashion statements that we can make. So I hope you guys have fun with this. Enjoy Paris. You will love the City of Lights. Say hello to the Eiffel Tower for me. And until next time, you guys, I hope you guys take that leap of faith and have a wonderful rest of your day.